Charles, oh yeah, I'm gonna box the boxer. Great IQ, that mate. Welcome to Mumbling Mondays. Today I'm going to talk about Ilia Topuria and MMA fans, how they kind of think that they own the UFC and they just need to calm down a little bit. Like, we don't own the UFC. Let's talk about Ilia Topuria. Today he took out Charles Oliveira to become the lightweight champion, and it was magnificent. The way he did it was spectacular, and this guy is a serious problem. He doesn't care. He's just going in there and blitzing people. No respect. Yeah, they might have 3-4 title defenses to the name, but he's going in there and he's just whooping their ass, and he's making it look easy. One thing that really got me in this fight is Charles literally ran in there like this. Charles threw a right hand, Ilia parried it, and then he came in with the right hook. And to go into the void against Ilia Topuria with your hand not up here and down here is abysmal. And I find it kind of embarrassing how at the top of our sport, we have MMA fighters making these amateur mistakes. They should not be making these mistakes. If you're not swinging punches and you're an elite MMA fighter and you're fighting Ilia Topuria, your guard needs to be up. Don't just go in there like this. Charles literally like this against a guy that has a right hand that will put you into the stratosphere if you're not careful. I posted this on TikTok and people are like, oh, you fight Ilia then. I haven't dedicated myself to fighting. I haven't dedicated myself to become a UFC champion. Charles Oliveira has. This is all he does. His whole life, his blood, sweat and tears is seeped into this game, and yet he is making schoolboy errors that don't even happen in an amateur boxing gym. I just find it insane. I really do. And I know I'm ranting, but it's kind of how these videos are going to go. And I do understand that Charles's game is to go in there on the front foot and put it on his opponent. But at the end of the day, you cannot do that with Ilia Topuria. You are an elite MMA fighter. You are the top of the top. You are the cream of the crop. And yet you can't fight on the outside, even for a little bit, just to try and see what Ilia is going to do to you. He should be able to switch up his game. So many MMA fighters with massive holes in their game, and they're fighting for belts. Obviously, you're going to be worse in certain departments than other fighters that you're facing. You should be able to fight on the outside. Charles Oliveira has never fought on the outside, and he's never going to. Charles Oliveira has gone in there to fight Ilia Topuria for a lightweight title and thought, I'm going to walk this guy down. The same guy that knocked out Max Holloway, a guy that we all thought couldn't be knocked out. Charles was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go in there and I'm going to just, fucking swing a few bangs and hope something lands. And I'm like, bro, like, I get you're playing to your strengths, but there's certain times where you just can't do that. You have to think tactically. You should be able to fight smarter than that. I'm not hating on Charles. He's one of the best to ever do it, and I really do rate him. But there's a time and a place for that kind of style, and he should have tried to fight on the outside. Max Holloway is known for getting inside the pocket and fighting fighters, but he knew against Ilia Topuria, he's not going to do that. There's not a chance. And he tried to pick him apart on the outside. He was fighting strategically with lots of kicks, trying to keep Ilia away, because you don't want to fight Ilia in boxing range. You are fucking up if you do so. I don't get why fighters do not get this. It's kind of like the Alex Pereira thing. Everyone's like, I'm going to kickbox the kickboxer. I'm going to kickbox. Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, I'm going to go in there with a champion kickboxer, one of the best to ever do it, and I'm going to try and knock him out with my hands or feet. Wake up, bro. And then you get Magomed Ankalaev goes in there, and just because of the threat of the takedown, it changed Alex Pereira's game. He was meant to fight like that. They were all meant to fight like that, but they don't apply logic to their game plan. You cannot fight Alex Pereira in a kickboxing range, and you cannot fight Ilia Topuria in boxing range. It's that simple. Congratulations to Ilia Topuria. I actually think that he might go down as the best to ever do it. Like, legit. We've got all this GOAT talk at the minute, but let's face it, there's asterisks and smudges all over these GOATs, except from the one and only GSP. Ilia will actually be the first person to go down as like the cleanest record. He might even go undefeated, boys. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that he fights Paddy, and to be honest, in lightweight division, I think Paddy is the only person that kind of gives him trouble. One, because he's so excellent on the ground. Two, he's very long, he's very rangy, and he's not an idiot. He won't box Ilia Topuria. There's no chance Paddy the Baddy goes out there and tries to box Ilia Topuria. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't try and go out there and land punches on him. Of course he does, but it will be strategic. He will try to be strategic anyway. I do lean towards Ilia in that fight. How can you not lean towards Ilia in any fight at this point? Even the Islam Makhachev matchup is looking kind of mad right now. Like, I'm slightly leaning towards Ilia, because Ilia dealt with Charles on the ground as well. Charles had double underhooks on Ilia, and Ilia reversed it, got on top of him, and then got out of a submission threat, which I think was, what do you call it? A leg lock. So he got out of the leg lock, and they stood up, and then boom. Charles, oh yeah, I'm going to box the boxer. Great IQ, that mate. I'm really happy for Ilia Topuria. I think he goes down as one of the best to ever do it. And I'm so excited to see him in that octagon whenever he is next in that octagon. Another thing I wanted to talk about is MMA fans. So many MMA fans think they own the UFC. They think it's their thing. And they start telling Dana what he can and can't do. And I get it. Dana isn't the best at his job at the minute, but he's been so good over the years that it's like we've forgotten. People always remember the bad things you do, but they're quick to forget when it comes to the good stuff you've done for them. And this is the case with Dana White. Dana White has been excellent at promoting the UFC. The last year or so, he has slipped, but maybe his heart isn't in it. And that's allowed. Dana White, you're not allowed to promote boxing on a UFC card. Well, he is allowed to promote boxing on a UFC card. It's his boxing company. That's actually very smart business, yeah? If you have a multi-billion-dollar business, then you're going to promote your baby business off that business, aren't you? If I was selling iPhones and then I decided to sell Samsung phones as well, I'm going to push that through my already built business of selling phones. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I do get the rage and the frustration because he does do some stuff. Like, the promotion is slacking at the minute. We're sick of the Instagram live announcements of fights. That needs to stop. He needs to pump a bit more money into it, in my opinion. But I'm not going to be here screaming at Dana White. Let's not act like we know business better than Dana White. I don't really care about Crawford and Canelo. But at the end of the day, if a man wants to promote his boxing event through the UFC and already built company, let him do that. I see it on TikTok and stuff a lot as well. Like, people saying, Dana has to do this and he has to do that. And it's like, he doesn't, bro. He can run his company how he likes it. If you don't like it, mate, go and watch the PFL. That's what I say. And do I have stuff I disagree with Dana White on? 100%. Thousands of stuff. What I'm saying is the entitlement of UFC fans or MMA fans, but it is UFC fans really, it's just crazy. I get there's certain things I want Dana to do and not do, but I'm not going to go on like it's my business and I have a right and we deserve this. Sometimes I feel like the MMA community just loves to complain. I'll give you an example, yeah. So many UK MMA fans are complaining about the Abu Dhabi cards being good. Wake up, bro. We want them to be good, okay? They're on our time schedule. Dana White can make as many Abu Dhabi cards brilliant as he wants because I can actually go to bed at a reasonable time. Oh, I'm sick of getting up at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning just to go and watch the UFC. I'm sick of staying up all night. And so they're complaining about that. And then they get given good cards on their time zones. Oh, why do you not give us cards like that? And I'm just like, oh, mate, like, they just want to complain. Like, they'll make Ilia, like when Ilia and Charles got announced, oh my goodness, it's so unfair. We deserve Islam. And then Islam starts catching flack because of it. Everyone's like, oh, Islam's ducking Ilia Topuria. He's not. He's been talking about going to welterweight for fucking ages. And on top of that, he would not duck anyone. He is an Russian Dagestani fighter. Do you think this guy is scared of anyone? He's not scared of anyone. Maybe Francis Ngannou, and that's it. Let's be honest. Islam Makhachev is not scared of Ilia Topuria. He's not scared of anyone. He is like the elite of the elite of the elite of the elite fighters. But Islam starts catching flack because people just have to have a reason why it's not going down and why I'm not getting my own way. Does that make sense? And then Ilia versus Charles gets announced. Oh, it's not the fight we want. Oh, it's not this, it's not that. And then look, we just got one of the best fights ever, one of the best knockouts ever. Ilia just showed that there is fucking levels to this game and he will smoke most people. But anyway, this is a bit of a ranting one. You know how it is. I don't know how these videos are going to turn out, but I'm going to try and do this consistently. Mumble Mondays, I think I'm going to call it. And I'm just going to spew out my thoughts. Not on many cuts, not many edits, if any at all. And I hope to catch you guys in the next one.